Welcome to Courtside, where we sit on the sideline and we discuss sports as if we can do it better ourselves. I'm your host, Mr. 300. Today, I'm joined by my partner, the Bay to LA. How you doing today, my brother?
Oh, man, I'm feeling good. Everything's great, man. God is great and paper straight.
Yes, paper is always straight. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Courtside. If you like what you see, like, subscribe to the show, share with your people. We've been enjoying ourselves this far. We've done a great job as far as these views and getting this good content out, man. The comments have been going crazy about some of our topics. And we want to thank you guys for engaging with us, even though it's been negative and positive. We still like it, right?
That's it, man. Tell a friend to tell that individual again.
Yes, man. I'm excited today, man. You know why I'm excited?
What's up, man?
Man, the Lakers are looking magnificent, man.
Oh, Lord. Man.
You know, and I usually let you start it off as far as talking about the first topic, but I'm going to go in today,
Oh, man. Yeah.
I'm going to have to,
Do
man.
your worst.
You know, I got my Mardi Gras beads on, man. You know, it's time for Mardi Gras. We kicking everything off, man. We're going to kick it off talking about that purple and gold, which is Mardi Gras colors, right?
Okay.
Purple and gold, man. Let's get it, man. The Lakers are looking good. They sitting nice, man. Everything I said what they was going to do, how it's supposed to happen, it's happening. Okay. Luka's averaging about 19 points a game. He's distributing that ball. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Reeves is doing well. LeBron is playing good. Hachimura, he's playing great. All the role players are doing what I said Luka has to do. He had to get those assists out. Shoot about 10 to 20 shots. Average about 19 to 20 points. And the Lakers are gonna be all the way to the championship, man. And that's what has been happening, man. They played well the other night, man. They are really looking good, man. LeBron is looking like he's found a fountain of youth. He's playing like the old Cleveland LeBron back in them first 7 years, man.
Right.
All he got to do now is what? Bring the headband back out, man.
That's it, man.
And it's all in popping, man. So I must say, man, the Lakers have really looking like the top of the West right now. Record-wise, they're not there. But as far as being the most complete team, I can say L.A. is there, man. The role players are playing wonderful. Why are you looking like that?
The most complete team?
Man, right now, brother.
In where?
I'm
in
saying,
the West?
In all categories, man.
In the West?
Yes, defense, man. Offense, man. Ball moving, man. Production, man. Everybody is giving them something, man. The role players are really starting to shine.
Okay, so this episode must be sponsored by Club Sports. Appreciate y'all,
Shout out to Club Sports, man.
Yeah, for real.
Shout out to Club Sports.
The most complete team?
Yes. Who else look better than the Lakers right now in the West?
Okay, see?
No, brother. No. We no, not OKC right now. We'll talk about them later, man. We got a whole bunch to talk about.
Yeah, that's.
Man, over the weekend, the Lakers, they pretty much decimated the Denver Nuggets, man. Like they from start to finish, it wasn't no competition. Jokic, he was held under his numbers. He looked very frustrated out there, man.
Right.
He like I say for Jackson Hayes looked good, LeBron looked good.
Right.
Everybody look good, and I'm surprised the Lakers been talking about they need a five. You had a five the whole time with Jackson Hayes. I've always been high on Jackson Hayes, even when he played with the Pelicans. So to me, he's an athletic five, athletic big. To me, he has athleticism like Dwight had coming up. He's just not as big and maybe as physical as Dwight, but we talking about protecting the rim, blocking shots, throwing lobs too. That's the type of center that Luka likes to play with. Like Lively and them in Dallas, just throw it to the rim,
right? And
Jackson Hayes, he's gonna go get it. So if that connection stays strong, and if Luka continue to get better, because he lost about 15, 20 pounds already. So and then I think against Denver he had 30. So again, like I said beforehand, he can go off and get those 30 points games, but in order for him to be most effective, he has to stay within that 20, 25 range.
For who to be most effective?
The overall team wise. He has to stay in that 20, 25 point range and get those 8 to 10 assists and those 8 to 10 rebounds. And they going to be good. And then you let LeBron do his thing. You let Reeves do his thing. You let Hachimura do his thing. You let Gabe Vincent do his thing, man.
Wow.
And that's all we going to and we continue with this recipe of success. Man, we coming out the West, man. I don't see nobody beating the Lakers in a 7-game series right now.
What spot they in right now?
I think they're either in the 4th or 5th.
Okay. Look here, man. I ain't even want to do it
this
early.
Brother. Go ahead.
But since we're here, let me just go in with both feet. You know what I'm saying? With both my boots on. Look, man.
School boogie, huh?
Yeah. Let me tell you something about the Lakers, man. They cool and all.
Yes.
You know. But if we are under the impression that Luka, 19 to 20 points,
yes,
that this is a recipe for winning,
Yes.
Long term, listen, during the season, that's cool, but playoff time, that's a no go.
Yes, I'm saying
Luka is not a secondary player.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna show you that in a minute. He being cool right now.
Yes.
LeBron helped him out. He gave him that plug that he got in Europe with the animanium or whatnot that he got from Wolverine. I don't know what they doing out there.
Hey man, whatever
it
it is.
need to be investigation going on. What them boys over there doing at Serum. But I guess he didn't hooked him up, and so he done got a little taste, and he done lost 20 pounds in 2 days.
Man, hey,
what's going on?
He's in the West Coast, man. He's out there in the West Coast. So
them doctors, man, they got that shot
Dallas and Texas.
That Ozempic.
That's part of that. That southern eating, man. Like Zion is struggling with in New Orleans. So
that's beer.
The beer, the barbecue. You know what I'm saying? You go out to LA, man. The food is different, man. Like the beer is different. The wine is there. You know what I'm saying? Like the fitness is different.
Yeah.
The air is different.
Right.
So what Bron has been able to do is introduce you to some new things that's going on in LA that's going to get you right. But again,
it's called Dr. Fauci.
But back to your point about the playoff Luka.
Yeah.
Yes, that playoff Luka is going to show up. But in order for him to get that confidence that he needs in order to see how I fits on this team, because I'm not going to be able to get out and go for 40 every night. It's not going to happen in the scheme of the offense.
Who can't go for 40?
He can do it, but it won't be viable to the team to do this every night. So now those games are going to come, like you say, in the playoffs. But for right now, for that team success, for them going into the playoffs to be like, hey, we can win this thing. Everybody confidence has to be high. Everybody has to be able to hit shots. If you look at the way those role players are playing for the Lakers, they're playing at an all-time high. Like Reeves is damn near averaging almost 20 points a game right now. He's doing his thing. Hachimura, he's knocking down those 3-pointers. Gabe Vincent, he's knocking down those threes. And they continue on this path. When they get in the playoff, when the game gets tight, yes, Luka's going to step up and knock down a big-time shot.
Up.
Yes, it's going to happen. But I'm saying, in order for them to get to that point, what he's doing right now, he just have to coast it all into the playoffs.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Go ahead.
Luka being cool right now because he's still kind of reeling from being traded in the fashion that he was. Make no mistake about it.
Yes.
I'm going to give him about 6 or 7 games and the real Luka coming out. Hey, y'all brought me here. I don't want to play like this, and I'm not going to play like this. Y'all trying to make this man
make a move.
Robin, and he Batman, and he letting you know that.
LeBron knows he's Batman.
No,
I'm not saying that he's not going to have those 40.
He's just being cool. Watch what I'm saying.
He's going to have those breakout games, but he has to understand I don't have to do this every night.
Who is it that allow him to not have a breakout game?
What you mean? Him.
Him?
LeBron is going to get his 25 no matter what. That's going to happen regardless.
LeBron going to get 25 every night. But Luka got to figure out how to get 19
I ain't got to figure it out. Like my thing is this. I don't have to figure it out.
Assists. That man ain't going for that long term.
I don't have to.
It's going to go bad.
I don't have to figure it out.
You heard it here first.
It's going to happen regardless because of the style of play we play. The ball movement is always going to come back. Like Luka had 30 against Denver, a light 30. Like once he understand I can do this on this team whenever, let me get everybody else involved first, in which he did. Let me start distributing this ball. Let folks get involved. Then we can really do some great things. I think he has to gain an understanding. Like if you take a Wade, LeBron, and Bosh did it in Miami, take that understanding that no matter who's the man per se. Granted, Wade came out and said LeBron was the man. Like this is your team. Wade was still getting his 20 to 25. 30 points, whenever the case is. Bosh was still scoring his points. To me, that's just a title, but no matter what, I'm going to get my points. If Kyrie would have had that same mindset, they could have stayed longer in Cleveland, but Kyrie wanted to go do his own thing. But even though, like I say, with Kyrie, you still were getting your points. Luka, you're still going to get your points. You're still going to get your assists. You're still going to get your triple doubles. Now, LeBron is going to say, hey, you're the guy. You're the future of this team. And once he understands that and understand how to distribute the ball better, get those assists, rebounds, and stay within that 20 to 25 point range going into the playoffs, they're going to be unstoppable once they hit the playoffs. Nobody wants to see them in a 7-game series when you got a player like Luka who can go off at any point in time.
Let me tell you something. When you got a player like LeBron James, who has a track record of the sabotage.
What sabotage, man?
They try to bring you in. Listen, that little move he do.
What move?
With the players, they not going for it no more. Listen, You played Kyrie with that.
No, you didn't.
Like Kyrie had a problem. Listen, Kyrie a generational talent, man.
Who came back and apologized?
Say again?
Who came back and apologized?
Man, I don't know. I didn't see
Kyrie
all
said,
that.
man, my bad,
Then
LeBron.
you sit up there with AD and you done played this man like that there. Hey, man, people in the league ain't going for that. And Luka, listen, Luka is going to rebel.
No, he not.
He's going to rebel.
No, he not, man.
Yeah.
Bron took him on his wing, man.
Man, some people wasn't made to play the Sun.
The man, the man.
Some people wasn't made to play the Sun, man.
The man said he idolized LeBron. That's his favorite player.
LeBron gonna sit him on the knee and talk to him. Yeah, man, this how I go.
Get your weight under control, man. You lose
Right.
if you lose the 20 to 30, 20 to 25 pounds, man, you'll be back dunking on people again, man. The jump shot, you're gonna jump a little bit higher. You made it penetrate a little bit harder, man. You'll be quicker and faster like he was when you first got back in the league. And it showed against the Denver Nuggets over the weekend, man. He did his thing.
MVP of the league, he need to be told about how to play the game.
Yes. The right way. LeBron is going to show you how to do it the right way.
LeBron don't play the right way.
Man, how you know, man?
The man play all 5 positions, man.
And I'm playing it the right way. I can play all 5 positions.
Everybody else got to figure it out.
No, they don't, man.
What LeBron do?
It's just the star power, man. When you play with LeBron, the lights are bright. Either you going to rise to the occasion or you not.
They call him Go James, don't they?
Go James.
Okay, but you also leaving something out.
What's that?
LeBron, the GOAT James, bring a scapegoat with him everywhere he go.
Man, come on.
And trust me, if he don't win,
LeBron
you gonna be the scapegoat.
LeBron has never blamed a player for losing, man.
What?
Who has he blamed for losing?
Listen, whenever he lose, he didn't have enough. Whenever he lose, it was somebody else that did. Because we're not gonna talk about. We all seen him quit in the finals.
When has he quit in the finals, my brother?
I'm not gonna do this right now, but back on. Come on, bro.
Look at man,
huh?
Even though you're talking like you're talking, man, the Lakers in 6, man. Lakers in 6. Lakers coming out the West, man. Whoever they meet out the East, they beat, man. It's nobody
Spoken
right now.
like a true Saints fan.
Yes, man.
This is a couple games.
It was looking good before Luka got there.
It looks better.
It looks 10 times better, but again, it was looking better before Luka even got there. So again, now it looks like a championship team right now. I say right now we're looking like a championship team.
You can't trust LeBron, man, and that's a problem.
He been doing it for over 20-something years, man. All right, man, let's transition, man. Let's transition to your Warriors.
Come on, man.
Since Jimmy Butler has got there, man, the Warriors have looked a whole lot better, and Steph is playing better. Now, again, we talked about Steph and his ability to perform better when he has better talent on his team. So I still say Steph, we can't put them in the same conversation because the only way he can perform better if he got somebody else to defer to. And right now he's been, like I say, Jimmy Butler is that deferred person that is another go-to scorer. So now I can get mine off. So now the defense is not playing me as tough. So now I can get my points. So that's how I'm looking at. Granted, he's shooting the ball better. He's been scoring 38, 40 points a game. He's been playing lights out. But to me, like I always say, he needs somebody to defer to it in order for him to go off. So his shots will be a little bit easier.
He needed.
Yeah, he needed. He's been showing it because you've seen the fluctuation in performance. When Butler wasn't there, he was playing very poorly. Since Butler has got there, he's
playing poorly.
Yeah, his game has been elevated again because I need someone to defer to take some attention off me in the offense. That's what it is.
Wow.
Like I say, Bron has always been able to get his and perform well, no matter who's been on the team. Like no
matter who.
You said this in previous shows.
Yeah, when you playing positionless basketball,
man. But
yeah, absolutely.
But I still should be able to go out there.
Interrupting everyone else's
But my thing
flow.
is this. I still should be able to go out there and get mine, no matter who's on the court. And Curry hasn't been able to do that until Butler has got there now. So that's what I'm saying. But they're looking good, man. They're playing good. Draymond Green has been rejuvenated. He's saying him and Butler's are on the same page. But again, we see how long this lasts because we know Draymond is known for doing some wild stuff.
Okay,
man.
my man in the back, turn my mic up, man. turn my mic up. Check this out.
What's that?
When we talk about the great Steph Curry,
yes, mm-hmm.
as far as being a generational talent and a compliment to everyone he's playing for and with, that's never been a question. You come and you play with Steph, he make it easier and better. You know what you have to do? Do what you've been doing, how you've been doing it. I'm going to make it better. Listen, you don't have to change up nothing like some people we know.
Who be changing?
You don't
up?
have to dumb your game down. As a matter of fact, when you play with Steph, you're going to be elevated at what you really do. You don't have to do anything different. You listen, you don't need to. If you wasn't passing, now you got to pass. If you was in the paint, now you got to come out the paint. When you playing with Steph, you do what you've been doing. You got something to say, brother?
And I'm gonna tell you why it may be a little bit easier to play with Steph than it is to play with LeBron.
Maybe?
Yes, I'm gonna tell you, because when you play with LeBron, it's championship or bust. It's not like that with Steph Curry.
Who told you that?
When you play with LeBron James, everything is under the microscope. Everything you do is scrutinized. Like if you look at a Russell Westbrook, he's always been a high volume turnover point guard. But in OKC, they excuse that. Like they say, that's just him being aggressive on the court. When he went to LA, he was turning the ball over. Oh, he needs to be more efficient with the ball because now you're playing with King James. You're playing with LeBron James. Everything is under the microscope. With Steph Curry, it's not like that. Like I said, granted, he's a great talent, but if he doesn't win a championship, they're not talking about him like they do LeBron not winning the championship.
Let's be clear.
It doesn't come up the same. So granted, I can go to Golden State and I can be cool. There's no extra added pressure on me as if I go to LA and play. There's more pressure on me to perform well every night when I play with LeBron James. That same pressure is not like that with Steph Curry.
Here's the difference. When you go play with Steph Curry, if y'all don't win,
it's cool.
It's not cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Not only the organization, but Steph Curry doesn't use an individual as a scapegoat as the reason why we lost. And listen, when you playing with LeBron James, if he lose, he's the last person to blame. It's always going to be someone else when you play. When you play with Steph, we win and lose as a team, not as an individual. Because the
pressure is not there.
Let's look at the record. 5-1 with the addition of Jimmy Buckets.
Yeah.
The Butler.
Yeah, the Butler.
You got the chef and the Butler.
Yeah.
What else you need, man? Just sit down.
But that's not a championship team.
When you look at what they're doing,
yes,
Butler is getting to the line. That mid-range game.
Yes.
Butler is doing the exact same thing he did in Miami, making players better. When you look at Pods, when you look at Moses Moody, right? Quentin Post, the 7-footer we got out there shooting threes. He's doing the exact same thing he did in Miami. Listen, he has the freedom to do that. And you know what Steph does?
What's that?
Continue to be so he put the night on him. He put the night on him on the third quarter.
Yes.
I want to remind you something.
Go ahead.
And all the folks out there in the internet, they remember. Y'all remember when Steph stopped playing after the third quarter, how we used to run it up and whoop on boys? And what did Steph do last night? Third quarter. He was done. Them days is coming back. Because all of the role players are being elevated.
By who though? You say again, by Jimmy Butler. So again,
that's what he does.
That goes back to me saying
that's what he does.
That Steph needs somebody else to do that. Steph can't do that.
No, sir. What I'm telling
Steph
you
needs somebody else to be able to get off on his own. LeBron doesn't need that. LeBron can get off on his own. Steph needs other scorers around him to get off because again, I can defer the attention. You say we bring in Jimmy Butler, right? Y'all brought in Jimmy Butler, and he's been elevated.
But LeBron don't.
You
Who
clearly
did he just pick up.
You said that y'all brought in Jimmy Butler, right? Jimmy Butler, you said has been making everyone better, including Steph. My point is,
I didn't say. I
can't
never said
do that. Steph needs somebody else in there to defer the attention so he can get off, huh? Yes, you did.
No. The role players, sir.
The role players.
Yes, he elevates them.
And you said Steph game has elevated because of that, right? So again, inserting Jimmy
Steph
Butler
has
helped that. So again, it goes back to my point when I say Steph Curry needs other players around him who are not only better or greater to be able to get off, to be able to do his thing. Because you think about it, when Clay went away, that shooter went away, it became really, really hard for Steph. Now that you insert another scorer, it's a lot easier. So I'm not saying he can't do that he's not a great player, but again, for him to play at peak performance, he needs someone else. And I say LeBron doesn't really need that to play at peak performance. LeBron need other players to win championships because he's just off championships. Steph Curry, if Steph Curry would have went down as just the greatest shooter of all time, as far as his legacy, he would have been good. He's good.
Brother, I didn't want to do this, but this is for everybody out there in TV land, across the internet. You dig? Who you think is harder to score 30 points? Steph or LeBron?
I would say LeBron.
So what you talking about?
What you mean? It's harder for LeBron to score 30 points because of the amount of attention.
I want you to understand that. I'm glad you said that. It does you so good. Listen, brother. Steph can score anytime he wants.
Yes, when he has other people around. As we've been seeing. As my point has been proven. Before Jimmy, after Jimmy. Before Jimmy, no. He couldn't score 30. It was hard to get. He would have to shoot more shots to get 30. Now you have Jimmy, whose the tension has been taken away some. The defense is focused on Jimmy as well.
You got to play straight up.
Yes,
that's all.
But I'm saying you still should be able to get your own though. Your shooting performance and production shouldn't go down if you're that guy. You're gonna find other ways to get to the basket and score the ball.
And you think Steph don't do that?
He wasn't. You can't rely on that three no more. You got to be able to penetrate in mid range and get to the free throw line.
The greatest shooter of the basketball.
Man, before Jimmy, how did it look? I'm asking you. Before Jimmy, how did it look? How did it look?
The Warriors?
Steph. How did Steph look before Jimmy?
It looked like we were missing something in the flow because
how did Steph look before Jimmy?
He looked like Steph.
No, he didn't, brother.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
He's always going to play within the game, bro.
Play within the game.
Listen, if he want to go out there and score 30, score 35.
Oh, he was trying.
He would.
He was trying.
No, bro.
He was trying. It just wasn't happening. But now that you insert another score, now it lightened the load. It's just lightened the load, son.
Okay,
and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with your load being lightened.
Does Jimmy score 30 a game? Does he have to score? He don't have to score 20. Listen, he ain't got to score 20. He could score 15 as long as it's in the paint and he getting fouls.
There's nothing wrong with saying my load has been lightened. Now I can relax and my shot is a little bit easier to shoot it.
Brother, his shot is the shot. There's
nothing wrong with saying that. Like, I just need a little help in order for me to get off, man.
You're talking about the greatest shooter of all time not being able to shoot. Again, is there somebody locking him down in defense? He's being doubled.
Because my shot
he was being doubled. You can't double him like that no more.
And it just goes back to what I'm saying. I need somebody else to be able to lighten my load. I can't handle the double teams. I can't get out of it.
Who can?
LeBron. Let me get to the basket, man.
Y'all get him in the comment section, bro. I can't even believe you said that. The last thing LeBron want to see is a double team.
And I'm going to pass out of it, man. And then I'm going to backdoor and I'm going to lay it up or I'm going to dunk it. I'm going to get to the line and I'm going to get 2 points, man.
The last thing you want to do is shoot it or shoot a free throw. The greatest of all time, scared to shoot a free throw.
Man, come on, man. All right, man, let's transition, man. Let's transition, man, before you started, man. Before we talk about these Warriors and Steph Curry all day, man. All right, let's talk about Ant-Man. All right, so recently he came out and said that he didn't want to be the face of the league, and that's why the league brought in Wemby to be the face of the league. Carmelo Anthony came out and said that if he's going to continue to be in these commercials and do all this stuff outside the game, then he has to take on that challenge. Do you agree with that?
I think we talked about this episodes before about Ant gonna get in the way.
Yeah.
And that's all. Ant gonna get in the way whenever a man. And I ain't mad at him for it. I see why he did it. When you tell a former president, just, hey man, stand down.
Stand down. Yes.
Yeah. When you speaking on me, I think ain't nothing wrong with being
confident,
real. Mm-hmm. We also need to understand tact.
And
I don't think that he does that. Listen, just because you keeping it real don't mean you right.
You're right.
I could be real 100% when I'm doing something.
Yes. I 100% agree with you on that.
That young man, he got a lot going on in his personal life too, that been put out there. I think that if he don't want it, you can't make a person want it. But it was definitely that opportunity was there for him, just like it was for Ja. I still don't think the league right now got another. Maybe SGA, if maybe he could.
It's not.
I don't know,
no,
man.
It's to me the closest were.
He could have been.
The top three were Zion, Ja, and now Ant-Man.
Yes.
And for Ant-Man to come out and say it, to me, you messing up your money too, because the endorsement deals might start to fade a little bit. The league may not give you the coverage that you want, because once you kind of denounce that role, like it takes away whatever they had planned for you. Because being the face of the league is not just deemed the best player in the league. You know what type of endorsement comes with that. You know what type of off the court stuff comes with that, as far as endorsement money, like opportunities. So being the face of the league is not just being the best basketball player in the league. That means you're an ambassador for the NBA across the world. So to say you don't want that, I get it. It's not for everybody.
Right.
But again, to not want to even take on the opportunity again, and that could come from whatever you have going on in your personal life. That could be affecting your decision making, because you don't want to put certain stuff down in order to take on that role. Because when you take on that role, when you're an ambassador for the league, it does come with certain things that you can't be a part of.
Right.
And maybe at his age right now, he's like, hey, I want to play ball and do what I want to do off the court.
I would say I think that's the very thing that he needs, though.
Yeah, he is. He does.
You know
need
that you do need some barriers and parameters,
yeah.
on, hey, my conduct. You also need the protection of the league too.
Yeah,
brother.
you do. Yeah, you do.
You a little too, that YN business. Hey, bro, listen, your life is not no rap song.
That. It's
bro.
not. I think
you play basketball.
That's it.
You should have been, understanding. Yes, the league is asking me, do I want to pick up this mantle, be the face of it? And I understand that my conduct.
Yeah.
At that point, my conduct is going to have to be, I have to tailor it and clean it up a bit. But that's not a bad thing. Because if you don't have those protections or boundaries, you're going to find yourself
outside the league.
One, outside the league, and then a lot of things that you do are going to get out. And all of that is bad for business. Yes,
because some of it has been getting out, and you're right. You're right. That protection they have been giving you, because nobody in the league has spoke on it. No First Take, no ESPN, nobody has said anything about the off the court things that have been going on. And granted, that's his personal business, but it's still getting out there on other media outlets. So that you're right, that protection that he's been getting from the league, it could go away and other stuff can come out. So me personally, even though I might not have want to be the face of the league, I wouldn't have came out and said it. I'd have just rolled with it and seen how it played out, because if I don't want to be that, and I understand I'm getting this so-called protection, then I want to keep that intact. But again, like you said, this could help him down the road if he takes on the face of the league, because now certain people need to be isolated. They need the left and right limit set for them, because if not, I'm gonna go rogue. I need that. I need to be able to somebody hit that chip and that button and turn me off.
Yeah, you're not Lamar Ball, bro.
You're right.
Listen,
the Winter Soldier. I need that. I need to press the button, because if not, they're gonna go rogue.
He got the game. And he also had the personality, the young people. Yeah, when they look, they can gravitate. Like, he's relatable. Yeah, he got the look too.
Yeah, he do got the look.
When you look at Michael, you look at LeBron, you look at Ant, like they got
and what they all had in common: the Sprite commercials. Like, back in the day, once you hit that Sprite commercial, right, that was it. You know what I'm saying? Once you was part of the Sprite community, like Obey Your Thirst Sprite, you know what I'm saying? All that the basketball commercial. Once you hit that status, you pretty much in a sense deemed the face of the league, because only the top players got those Sprite deals, and Ant has the Sprite deal. So for him to say that,
I don't want to let go of the ratchet behavior.
Yeah, that's all it comes down to.
I want to go King of Diamonds, and it'd be no problem.
But it's gonna be a problem. Yeah, like your trajectory. Wait, I'm saying that trajectory. Right. Yeah, I butchered that word, but he was headed there. Like, and to me, he's still headed there. To me,
he still can get it.
He still can get it. Like you're out of all the young talent that's in the league right now, you're the guy. You're him. Like you are him. Like, your jumper is nice, your handles are nice, you're 6'6", You can dunk on anybody. You can score at any point you want. Like you looking like a young stud out there. So to me, and Melo, like, man, anybody in your shoes will want that. But again, like you say, that young ratchet behavior, I do not want to let that go.
And we'd be crazy not to bring this up. When I talk about the game and the look, look at the Celtics.
Yeah.
Where you got Jason Tatum and you got the boy Brown.
Jalen, yep.
And I'm looking like, because Brown is the one.
He the one.
They trying to give it to Tatum. He got game 2.
Yeah.
But they saying, oh, this look.
The look, yep.
Go better, because I'm like, playoff time, man.
But you know,
Brown the one.
But you know, Brown got that incident with Nike though. That, yeah.
And he's a, he's a real brother.
He a real one, yeah.
And he ain't gonna go along to get along.
Just to go on, yep. Because he even said if it calls this, I think him playing in the next Olympics, if the Nike, he said, I'm not gonna do it. Like, I don't have to go do that. You know what I'm saying? Most people like,
he a real one.
He a real one. So I think that has affected him as well. But you look at the Celtics, late game, who I'm going to? I'm going to Brown. Because I know he a dog, he gonna get a bucket. Not to say Tatum can't do it.
No, I'm just saying the league is not going to make him the face. The league is going to push
They're going to push up Tatum.
Because aesthetically they're saying
it looks better.
That look better. And so I'm saying the same thing with Ant. Like, hey, bro, you are the one.
You the one.
What's Home Slice's name from OKC, the tall guy who was injured, who could come back?
You talking about Shet?
Yes.
Yeah.
He'll never be.
No.
I don't care how good he is.
He'll never be.
Because I can't put that face.
I can't put this product, out
in front of people and say, hey, come,
yeah.
But nah,
Luka, yeah.
Hey, we can do it.
But even with Ant-Man has, like I said, he has to look. He has the charisma, he has the style, he has the charm, he has the smile.
He look like one of my cousins now.
Yes. I'm saying like he aesthetically, he's the basketball player that these young kids are saying that's who I want to be.
In the game match.
Yep, it matched. So like I said, hopefully he changed his mind. But let's transition back. You know, we had an All-Star game last week, man, and old LeBron James decided not to play maybe an hour or two before the game. He received a lot of backlash from this.
I'm gonna let you get this one.
He received a lot of backlash for them saying that he should have said something earlier so they could have got somebody else in who deserved it. And to me, I felt like he deserved his spot. Now, whether he was trying to come back and play or not, I don't think he set out just to say, I'm going to wait to the end and not play. If I have a messed up angle, granted, could he have said something? He could have. But to say that I'm taking on somebody else's spot, no. Because he was voted by the fans to be in the All-Star game. He didn't snub anybody. Because to me, you snubbing somebody is saying, like, we gave you this. I earned that All-Star appearance. Now, whether I decide to play or not, now I can say maybe he should have said something if he knew it was that bad. But again, if he was trying to see if he can go on game day, then that's a different story. He received a lot of backlash from me personally. If he earned that All-Star appearances, then hey, he earned it. He didn't snub anybody because if it was for somebody else, then they would have got it. Nobody likes to, hey, look, you're hurt. All right, you up next. They don't like that. They don't. I don't want to be second. I want mine on the first one. So to me, I see both sides of it, but at the end of the day, I think LeBron played it like he wanted to play it. I'm gonna see, am I ready to go on game day? If I'm not ready to go, then I'm not gonna play because that is my spot. And I know you looking like that. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go in on this, so I'm gonna turn on.
Bankhead must be two sides. So one thing is, let's be clear. Mm-hmm. LeBron then played in the league a long time. Yeah. So when it comes to reporting injuries, he's very clear on how he's supposed to report injuries.
Yes.
This man did not find this out an hour or two before.
The ankle band messed up though.
That part. Right? Mm-hmm. So he knows how to report injuries.
Yes, yeah. I'm going to try to play. This might be my last one.
The excuse making of it all. But that's fine. Everybody knows what LeBron did and how foul it was because, again, this is him taking someone else's opportunity who was deserving of an all-star.
Who?
If whoever they wanted to pick there. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get all off into that.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, he took an opportunity that could have been allotted for another individual behind selfish gain because I might not be playing in a couple years, bro. That's your own decision. As a matter of fact, too, when those good folks go out and spend their money and they are really LeBron James fans, okay, hey, I'm going thinking I'm going to see LeBron James in the All-Star game. Do you know how much those tickets cost, man?
Yes.
That's ridiculous for him to say like it ain't no big thing. And the man took the picture in street clothes. What we doing?
Now that
man.
Put the uniform on.
This is
I agree with that.
outrageous.
But again, so do you think maybe this could have been a lead thing? Say, hey, LeBron, wait till today to say something, because if we find out that you're not playing, then people not coming. The coverage is not going to be the same, man. LeBron James is still the face of the league. No matter how we try to put it, I've said this in previous shows, man. If LeBron is there, everybody's showing up. The coverage, the media. Granted, the media is going to be at the All-Star game, but the energy in the building is not going to be the same if we know LeBron is not going to be here.
I want to say this: it's different because you are actual fan of LeBron.
Yes,
James,
and that's what anybody who's not a fan.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not. Not in that regard. I think he's definitely one of the greatest players of all time. He's one of them. But if we are getting this convoluted to think that if he don't show up, and listen, other players have fans as well. They got a fan base as well.
So what the problem is then?
The problem is, well, when you got this one guy who knowing he hurt, sitting up here holding a spot, knowing he's not going
holding
to play.
a spot. That's my spot.
Well, then why aren't you suited up to play?
Because I'm hurt.
So if you knew you were hurt and that you couldn't play,
I'm with you.
And you know. Protocol is you say, look, I'm hurt.
Protocol? Man, I'm King James, man. I am the protocol,
And
man.
there we go. There we go.
I am the protocol.
Here, I just want y'all to hear this.
I am the protocol. My thing is this: that was his spot. He earned that spot. Now,
I'm not saying he didn't.
I'm saying I don't think he going into it with like I'm not playing. I'm a walk this thing all the way up to Sunday and decide and say and tell him I'm not gonna play. I truly believe that leading up to this until Sunday morning or whatever, he was trying to get out there because this is not something that he's done before. I've been 20 plus All-Star games. I played in all of them.
You mean being about himself? This
man,
is
come
not
on,
something
man.
that he's done?
My thing is this: I truly believe that LeBron James' intentions were to play in the All-Star game. But I guess when he woke up, that man 40 years old, man. If I
go sit your 40-year-old self down in the stands and enjoy the game,
but
like
that
KD
just
now,
goes to
man.
show the greatness of LeBron, because we all need LeBron to at 40 years old, 20 some years in the league, to be at the All-Star game, because now we're mad behind that.
They letting you know
we're talking about a player who's proven so much that we're subject to talk about an All-Star game that players don't even take seriously. This is what we're talking about, an All-Star game. We ain't talking about winning championships. We ain't talking about playing at the highest level and dominating 20-some years. We're talking about an all-star game that they had to reformat the format in order for it to be interesting. This is what we're talking about, an all-star game that the players come in to play that they don't even take serious, but I'm saying that he's taking somebody else's spot. Y'all don't even take the game seriously.
You know why they don't take it seriously?
They had to revert to a tournament format.
And your boy,
what's that?
LeBron said the president,
so again,
hey man,
the LeBron effect, right?
I ain't got to get in when you the face of the league.
The LeBron effect.
When
so
you
again,
the face of the league, as
y'all
you say,
still want this man to carry the league after 20-some years.
Carry the league.
He's been carrying the league for 20-some.
Get out the way.
No, they don't, man. Because again, if they wanted him to get out the way, it wouldn't have been an issue with him not playing on Sunday. Let me see who else was out there. If Jokic would have said my ankle is hurt and I can't play today, I tried to give it a go, then y'all will commend him on trying to give it a go. But again, it's because it's LeBron James and we expect so much from a guy who's been in the league over 20-some years. The expectations is always high, and this is why I go back to say that the pressure is different, because the pressure is on him to play in the All-Star game. What you think kind of pressure is on him to perform and win championships, man?
Let me tell you something. Jokic would have suited up.
Man, he wouldn't have played though. But
he would at least suited up.
It wouldn't have been an issue though. That's what I'm saying. That's the LeBron
It
James
would have been an
effect.
issue if you hurt and you in street clothes and you walking around here with a bottle of box wine. You got a bottle. You got your wine cup in the box.
Man,
wine,
LeBron. Let me tell you.
Walking around the bay.
LeBron James is like an old E7 that's been in the military for over 20-something years.
Man.
What y'all gonna do to me? Huh? You gonna fire me? You gonna fire me? You gonna fire me? I can leave anytime I get ready. I've done my 20.
Well,
I've done my 20. Like
sometimes
at this point,
you to leave.
I'm doing it how I want to do it, and that's what
that's
with
why
it.
we ask you to leave, sir.
But we call the provost marshals on you,
about
man.
how it was 20 years ago. They don't know what the
man. I'm out there with my e-tool and my canteen cup, man.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping on the cot,
Lord
man.
have mercy.
Old shelter have, man. He's like an old E7, man. Like what you gonna do to me?
Yeah.
I'll show up to drill drunk, man. What you you gonna tell me to go home? That's all it is. Yeah. All right, man. So let's talk about OKC, man. OKC has been playing well all year long. They're pretty much at the top of the league as far as record wise. But as far as the respect, do you think they get the respect that they deserve as far as being one of the top teams in the league? Why is that?
You hadn't proven anything yet. And y'all young.
Y'all young, yeah.
All y'all young.
Yes, the whole squad,
so,
even the coach.
Yeah, like you haven't shown anybody anything. Like they good. You know, they some young pups out there, man. And they do their thing, but it haven't been proven in the playoffs. That's all it is.
And Shai Gilgeous, once he proves in the playoffs that they can get to the finals, I think they make that transition. It's just like the Cleveland Cavaliers. Between OKC and Cleveland, they're 1-2. But again, Cleveland hadn't done nothing since the LeBron era. So, and granted, Cleveland was good last year, but again, once it came down to the playoffs, you've seen what happened. So again, I agree with you. I don't think they get that respect that they deserve. Like you say, they're young. They hadn't proven anything. They're a regular season team, just
and
like Cleveland.
Before.
Yeah, we've seen it before.
With this team.
With this team, yes. So I think once they make that jump in the playoff, if they can sweep the first couple rounds, get to the conference finals, and possibly get to the finals, I think they get that respect.
Yeah.
But again, as far as them, but right now nobody really talks about them as far as being that team in the league. We still talking about the Warriors. Still talking about the Lakers. Still talking about Denver. We don't even really talk about Boston as much. And Boston won the chip last year. Right. So it's like I don't league wise they don't want to let go of the old regime as far as the standout players who've been doing it 15, 20 plus years. So hopefully maybe when some of those players start to retire and OKC still have their core nucleus together, then maybe they're able to make that next step as far as being that team. But until the end, they have to prove it in the playoffs, man. Yeah,
for sure. I think the Celtics were like that. They were a young, talented team, unproven, until they went out there and actually done it. I know that we don't really talk about the Celtics.
Yeah.
But man, with Porzingis on that team in the playoffs,
I know that
might be a problem.
That took them over the top last year, man. All right, man, let's go off into this topic, man. We're gonna talk about, and I'm gonna let you take the lead on this one, man. Magic Johnson, Steph Curry. Michael Jordan came out and said that Magic Johnson is the greatest point guard of all time. Now, he said Steph is the greatest shooter, but when we talking about point guard, he's the greatest point guard. He said he invented the triple-double. Granted, he wasn't the one who started it, but he made us talk about it more.
Gotcha.
So in that sense, do you agree with MJ's assessment on Magic being the greatest point guard of all time?
I had no problem with it. Magic got 5 rings. When you look at everything that Magic was to the game, I ain't even talking about playing, but everything that he meant to the game of basketball and still does as far as his iconic, presence out there, man. Magic is magic. It ain't. We have never seen nobody do what he does. So for Mike to say that he's the greatest point guard of all time, it ain't far-fetched, and I don't know too many people that what would you have to stand on to say anything contrary to what he said? Man, that's the Showtime Lakers.
Lakers, yes.
In that era, like when people were a lot of the greats now, they looked and that's who they idolized.
That's what I idolized.
Magic and doing some of the things that he did. So ain't no problem with that. I mean, that's magic.
I'm with you. I agree with you on that, man. At his size, at his height, the way he was able to get up down the court, distribute that ball, no look passes behind the back, and score the ball, play all those positions that he did at you never seen it done like that. So, as that's the greatest point guard, yes, because his career was cut a little short. But Magic, he is that guy. So I do agree with that. And again, that just goes to show you that Steph is not in that Mount Rushmore. But that's a different conversation, man. Man, guess what, man?
I can guess what. You see how he trying to slip that in at the end? Everybody knows who Steph is, man.
Yeah, he's the greatest shooter of all time. That's it.
He one of the best to ever do it.
The
all
greatest
time.
shooters.
You understand?
Not as far as just pure talent on the
Pure
court.
talent on the court.
Just shooter.
Listen,
Just greatest shooter
revolutionized the game.
of shooting. Just
of the NBA.
shooting, man.
The league.
Shooting. And in my opinion, he's ruined the game. But hey, that's a different conversation.
Well, when
man,
your
guess
man
what,
can't
man?
shoot a jumper, when your man LeBron can't shoot a jumper, I'm sure you would think he ruined it. But anyway, what were you saying, brother?
Man, it's that time, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Man, I enjoyed myself today, man. I enjoyed talking about your boy Steph and how he's not as what we thought he was, man. The game is he had a good 4 or 5 game stretch, man.
Something wrong with your audio. We can't quite hear you, brother.
Right, man, that's it, man. I enjoyed myself. Any closing comments you'd like to lead to the people, man, before we get up out here?
Listen, we've been having a heck of a ride here.
Yes, we have.
Definitely appreciate all the comments, all the views and whatnot. And listen, hey, tell a friend, because we're going to be right back again.
Yes, we will, man. You guys have been listening to Courtside, where we sit on the sideline and we discuss sports as if we can do it better ourselves. I'm your host, Mr. 300. This is my co-host, the Bay to LA. Hope you guys have enjoyed yourself. See you guys on the next one.